Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here for our Sunday morning meditation. And for those of you that are out there in the internet world, thank you for joining us this morning. This morning's meditation is a spring equinox energy meditation. It's designed to help you align with the natural balance of the equinox, harmonizing your energy as day and night stand in equilibrium. As we connect with the earth's rhythms, we invite stillness, renewal, and expansion into our being, synchronizing with Earth's natural resonance. So let's begin by finding a comfortable position, one where you feel safe, supported, and connected to this moment. I invite you to close your outer eyes and take a deep, slow breath in through the nose, drawing in the energy of balance and harmony. As you exhale, allow tension and distractions to dissolve. Let's take 3 more of these deep breaths, relaxing the physical body. Relaxing facial muscles, the jaw, dropping the shoulders, relaxing arms and fingers. Relax the belly. Relax the seat muscles, the thighs, calves, feet and toes. With a last deep breath in, allow your exhale to carry any remaining tension down through your feet into the earth. Anchor yourself in this moment, fully present and aligned with the energy of the equinox. Allow your breathing to self-regulate in and out through the nose, settling into your sacred space. If you wish, gently invite an intention for your practice today. The equinox is guiding us towards balance between action and stillness, light and dark, grounding and expansion. On your inhale, envision balance and harmony flowing into your body, and on the exhale, feel the gentle release of what no longer serves you. Affirm to the universe, I am safe. I am grounded. I am connected to my body and Mother Earth. The energy moves upwards, reaching your sacral chakra just below your navel. Here, emotions emotions and creativity flow and balance. Just as the equinox brings the transition between seasons, this energy center reminds you that emotions shift and evolve, always returning to equilibrium. Affirm using your inner voice, I honor the ebb and flow of my emotions. My creative life force is awakened with ease and joy. Now, sense the energy rising into your solar plexus chakra, the center of your personal power. The equinox teaches us that action and stillness must be in harmony. This energy center is where willpower meets surrender. Confidence meets trust. Affirm to yourself, I trust my gut instincts. I am confident in my spirit-centered power and wisdom. As the sacred earth energy ascends into your heart chakra, feel your heart expand. Love flows effortlessly in and out. This space is where giving and receiving find balance, where compassion meets strength. The equinox reminds us that balance is found in the heart when we can allow ourselves to expand love inward and then extend that love outward. Let your heart be a bridge, harmonizing your inner and outer love, grounding you into tenderness and courage. Affirm, I am love. My heart is open, balanced, and in harmony with all living things. The energy now rises into your throat chakra, aligning your ability to speak and receive truth with clarity and wisdom. Balance exists in how we communicate, when to speak, when to listen, when to allow silence. Affirm to yourself, I communicate clearly and without judgment. I listen with an open heart. Silence can sometimes be the space in which we most hear clearly. Feel the energy settle into your third eye chakra, heightening your intuition and clear vision. Just as the equinox reveals equal parts light and dark, trust that your intuition brings you clarity and curiosity. Affirm, I trust my visions and I see my path clearly. Allow the sacred earth energy to reach your crown chakra, opening you up to divine wisdom and connection, harmonizing your connection between infinite expansion and grounded awareness. Feel the gentle balance of this energy expanding your awareness while keeping you centered, merging limitless potential with the wisdom of here and now. The equinox reminds us that harmony is found when we embrace both the earth and the cosmos, where divine insight flows effortlessly while we remain anchored in our physical being. Affirm to the universe, I am open to divine wisdom. I am divinely supported, aligned, and whole. Now imagine the cosmic energy of the divine central sun pouring into your entire being, merging with the sacred earth energies now flowing through your energy field. These two divine energies swirl and harmonize, balancing your entire energy system. Simply receive the healing taking place. This healing is now complete. You have renewed and rekindled your awareness that you are one with the infinite flow of earth and the divine. Take a deep breath in, filling your heart with infinite love and gratitude. As you exhale, expand love and gratitude throughout your entire body. With your next deep breath in, gather all this abundance of love and gratitude, and on your exhale, allow yourself to radiate beams of this source out into the quantum field, knowing that the love you cultivate now ripples out beyond time and space. Bring your awareness back to your grounding roots. Feel them deeply embedded within Mother Earth, absorbing her wisdom, balance, and infinite support. Allow yourself to sit in this here and now moment, feeling all that you've drawn from Earth and the cosmos. Now begin to draw your roots back into your body, slowly. Feel the energy rising as your roots retract, carrying with them the energy of balance, peace, and harmony. As they reintegrate into your being, you absorb their stability, their wisdom, and their grounding force. You'll carry this through the day. You are completely aligned. You are balanced. You are infused with peace, love, and harmony from the equinox. As we close this meditation, return your focus to your beautiful heart, feeling its steady rhythm. Feel the resonance of infinite love and gratitude pulsing through you and out into the world. Gently begin to move your fingers and toes, stretching softly as you prepare to return to your day. And when you're ready, open your eyes. With infinite love and gratitude, welcome back. Thank you for joining me in this sacred practice. Your love is much needed in this world. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, and we hope that you'll stay tuned at 10:15 for our celebration service. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Amazing things with the choice each new day brings, and with every step you take, bless the progress that you make. The reason you live is there in every gift you give. Love your life, love your dreams, you will do amazing things. Places you will go, and the people you will know. Don't worry when, where, or how. You don't need to know that now. You're on the right track. No need to look ahead or back. Just enjoy what this day brings. You will do amazing things. You don't have to work it out, just stay in the here and now. Let your mind rest for a little while. Sometimes deepest answers come when you're out there having fun. So close your eyes, take a breath, and smile. Amazing. There was a time in my life, thought I had to do it all for myself. Didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. But say, if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. You gotta let it all go. And this is what you have to say. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Triangle Center for Spiritual Living. Whether you have chosen to join us here in our sanctuary at 4 Points by Sheridan, or you have invited us into your homes through the power of live streaming, we are very glad that you are with us today. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Dusty Rippelmeyer, and I have the privilege and the honor of being this community's spiritual director. The Triangle Center for Spiritual Living is a spiritual community that honors all paths and promotes global transformation through personal transformation. We are a spiritual community that can assist you and support you as you strive to experience a personal relationship with the divine. A spiritual community where you are respected and accepted just the way that you are. A space and place for inspiration, insight, and revelation, as well as loving support to grow into your highest and best self. No matter where you are on your spiritual path, you are welcome here. We are part of a larger organization called Centers for Spiritual Living. Centers for Spiritual Living has approximately 450 centers, teaching chapters, and special focus ministries in 30 countries worldwide. Centers for Spiritual Living is a practical and positive philosophy, faith, and way of life whose global vision is a world that works for all. Now, I have just one announcement, and it's kind of, I'm fixing something that was announced last week. I'm not sure how many of you have ever heard of Edwene Gaines, and she is one of the foremost prosperity teachers, past, present, and future. She's awesome. Anyway, we announced last week that she is going to be facilitating a 4-lesson prosperity class free to anyone who would like to participate. We have, however, changed some of the details around that announcement. So because she's not on the East Coast, the time frame of her sessions was going to be very hard and a little bit convoluted for our community. The dates of her sessions were also challenging because they fell on Mother's Day and then again on Father's Day. So I wrote to her about an idea that I had and was wondering whether she was going to be recording the sessions. And lo and behold, she answered my email, herself. And she said that she thought it was a great idea, and yes, that the recordings would that the sessions would be recorded. And so we received the green light from her, so we are going to be hosting those 4 classes here at 4 Points by Sheridan. We will be doing them on the last Sunday of the month. So April, May, June, and July, the last Sunday of the month, and we will facilitate them immediately following our service. So as always, whenever we do anything on a Sunday, we invite people to bring a sack lunch with them. We'll set down some tables, and while we're watching her prosperity lesson, then we can eat and be with each other, so that after the video is done, we can talk about things and answer some questions and really kind of assist us to really embody this, not only individually, but as a community, and to be able to create some collective mental equivalence for our community around this idea around abundance and prosperity. So everyone is welcome. They'll all be on Zoom. They'll be hosted by me, and they'll start again soon after the completion of our service. They'll be had on the last Sunday of April, May, June, and July. We will keep letting you know this. If you're interested, please RSVP to Heather at info@trianglecsl.org. I'd like to thank Michelle Love for her beautiful meditation that expanded the container that our service will unfold within. And now, please welcome Sean Chalky to the podium with our announcements.
Because, as you know, there's a detour on the way here. My sense of direction is terrible, to the point that I've been coming here for years, a couple of years now, I still didn't know the way. Once Alec and I was coming, and I ended up back in Johnston County, where I was raised. And I was like, I'm not supposed to be at church today. But what this brought to my attention this morning, um, I was all nervous and I was going to call Heather and say, I'm not going to be there today. Just go ahead without me. And I was driving down the road and I thought of the word spiritual toolbox. There is always a ram in the bush, as I like to put it. Whenever we think we're alone, there is a spiritual toolbox that we have. Here my toolbox this morning was putting it in my GPS. Where my toolbox during the week might be meditation. I might be down, during the week, and I need a little help. So I go to my meditation. Well, I might be down, during the week. I need to talk to somebody spiritual. So I call a member of the center, and we talk. So I just want to say to you, don't forget your toolbox. You've always got something to help you out of whatever situation you're in. There's a way out, believe me. I always say everything works together. I'm a little nervous. Everything works together for my good. When I say my good, I mean for your good. You know what I mean. When I talk to me, I'm talking to you. Anyway, I've got to do these announcements. So let's do some announcements, okay? Our Wednesday evening services for 2025 are called the Wednesday Experience. A look at life through meditations, musings, metaphysics, and magic. Each week, the evening will be facilitated by a host of ministers, practitioners, and others who will share an insightful, revealing, and perhaps provocative reading or story, and then facilitate a meditation. Following the meditation, we will all have an opportunity to share. The service will once again be held on Zoom from 7 until 8:15. Okay? Mark your calendars for Sunday, March 30th, when our beloved Reverend Denise Schubert will be joining us to give the message and facilitate a workshop. Her talk title for the Sunday service is Blossoming Through Change. And the title for the workshop is Staying Spiritually Grounded Through Change. Reverend Denise says, as human beings, we exist in a field of endless changes in our lives, personally, and collectively. Some of those changes we want, and some of them we don't. Her illuminating workshop will explore the difference between navigating those changes as only a human being or navigating these changes as a birthless, deathless spiritual being. Life can be viewed through a purely human perspective or through a spiritual perspective. It all depends on where and how we identify ourselves. One will leave you in worry, doubt, and fear. The other will with positive expectations and faith in a greater good. The bottom line is that life doesn't have to be so hard. Join us for this brief 2-hour journey into unfettered peace of mind, happiness, and calm in all situations. Both her message and her workshop will be held here at 4 Points by Sheraton. The service is at 10:15, as always, and the workshop will begin at 12 and run through 2. Pre-registration is required. The suggested cost is $25 in advance and $35 at the door. It will be an in-person workshop only. Please join us to welcome her back in style. Please welcome Michelle Love back to the podium.
Thank you, Sean. Glad you made it today. So our theme for the year 2025 is Rising Higher, Growing Deeper. Our theme for the month of March is the flow of coming and going. And Reverend Dusty's message today is Planting My Intentions. I am now going to read this community's purpose statement. This is our reason for being here. Our purpose is to inspire, educate, and empower individuals to experience themselves as unique and individualized expressions of God, the love intelligence that governs the universe. We are committed to not merely a theoretical understanding of oneness and unity with God, but to consciously practice this truth in our everyday lives. Through celebration, service, study, and fellowship, we are committed to the transformation of our personal lives into being a powerful, and beneficial presence on the planet. With the energy of unconditional love, simply, we are here for God. And so it is. So now I invite you to close your outer eyes, turning within, opening your heart and mind, and allow the sounds of the crystal bowls to just wash over you.
And within, as I speak a blessing on our service. I just can't help myself. What a magnificent spring day. What a beautiful moment created by the one infinite mind. And what a beautiful moment that we all are here or in your homes sharing this time together, sharing this inspiration, this time of growth and this time of beauty. And so I know that that beauty is within me and it is within all of us. And I speak a blessing on our service this morning, knowing that this beauty, which so clearly lives within Reverend Dusty, expresses from her as she brings spiritual inspiration to us all. And I know that this beauty also is within Miles and Letha as they bring us their gift of music and song. And I thank Heather Habit for being the IT person this morning and bringing the service to all of you that are there in your homes and all the volunteers who helped set up this morning. I speak a blessing on each and every one in the congregation, knowing that this opportunity of love, of beauty, and growth is so expansive in all of us that it really moves forward through us. And I'm grateful to know that that is the truth. And so it is. And now I invite you to open your outer eyes when you're ready and bring your attention back into the room. And I would love to introduce Miles and Letha as they do their first song for us.
There we are. We wrote this song. Oh, yes. Let's see if that's a little bit.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Shoot. We wrote this song a few years ago, and it was inspired. Deepak Chopra had a little quote that said, "Within every seed is the promise of 1,000 forests." And thought this was a good one for today, since we're talking about growing stuff.
Yeah. And my garden's in. I got a little laughter in my belly, silly in this head, a bright idea in the blind spot, tethered by a thread. Long as I look at this world right and wear a kind of light, appreciate the things that really matter. When I got a little bit of laughter and a little seed of kindness falls to the ground, grows into a forest of kindness and love all around. Well, I got a little hope inside this heart, jelly in these legs, a good sign that I'm living life out on the edge. When young I look before I leap, 'cause the jump is kinda steep. Spend my time enjoying the ride. When I got a little hope inside and a little seed of kindness falls to the ground and grows into a forest of kindness and love all around. I got a little peace inside this mind, goodwill in these hands. Well, I'm tired of drawing lines on sinking sand. Long as I'm willing to disarm and agree to do no harm, I see that there's no enemy to fight. When I got a little peace inside, when I got a little peace inside.
Ooh, thank you very much, Miles and Letha. That was beautiful, perfect, perfect. And I will admit to Sean and to all y'all that I had to use my toolbox today to get here too. So it's not just you. Throw a little kink in the mix, and I had to, as we do sometimes have to do, tune into our spiritual toolboxes. So last Thursday was the spring equinox. Thursday, March 20th. It's not always March 20th, but it was this year. And we have officially entered into spring. No matter what the weather decides to do, we have officially entered into spring. And for me, that's the good news. That's the good news. I moved here because I wanted to be warm most of the time. So I'm very happy about this. Now, this truth that we have moved into spring, coupled with my talk title today, which is Planting My Intentions, created this energy within me that really wanted me to really talk about the symbolism of spring itself before we kind of go on from there, but to really talk about the symbolism of spring itself. First and foremost, right, spring is a time of new beginnings, a time of rebirth. After winter's hibernation, the earth is ready to blossom again. Great time. New shoots come up through layers of leaves that have been lying on the ground throughout the whole winter. Bare branches begin to slowly regain their greenery. And no matter how long or how harsh the winter has been, then life begins anew. And it is so much fun to watch as it all unfolds. As the earth awakens from its slumber, we feel that gentle stirring of renewal and rebirth all around us. And it is a time when nature really reawakens, which mirrors what we might be feeling at this time, too, that we might be wanting some fresh new start in our own lives. The symbolism of spring really encourages us to shed our old burdens and to really embrace these new beginnings that are happening all around us. Embedded in the season is a creative energy. A creative energy. The soil is fertile after having rested, right, all winter, after that long time of rest and replenishment. It is ready to create something. Following the long winter, we too might find ourselves in this space of wanting to be regenerated, of wanting renewal, wanting to be refreshed, wanting to build something new in our lives. Now, there is a lot of power in this creative energy. It's the energy that really encourages us to ignite that creative force within us. It's that energy that really um, lights that spark, that really encourages us to follow our passions, that really encourages us to start new projects. The energy is characterized by this sense of, and you can feel it if you tap into what you're feeling. It's a sense of possibility, a sense of excitement about what is to come. This energy really urges us to follow our dreams and to pursue new ventures. Some questions we could ask ourselves are, what areas of our life need renewal? What does my heart long to create or nurture this season? What within me is calling to be expressed? Another core energy of spring is expansion. And it's a time of growth, both literally and energetically. Whereas autumn really calls to us to turn within and to slow down and to begin to rest, spring invites us to open up, to begin to think about growing, to really expand who we are and our way of being in the world. Just as plants push through the soil to reach up towards the sunlight, we too are invited to stretch beyond our comfort zones and to grow in many different ways. This is the perfect season to really be focused on personal development, to be focused on our spiritual evolution. Buds and blossoms expand in really a literal sense, and we might find ourselves longing to expand as well. Some questions that we could ask ourselves are, can my mind and can my heart really open up, even if just a little teeny bit more? Can my mind and my heart expand? Can I expand into new ways of being and doing things that I have never done before? Is that energy available to me in this moment? Just as nature undergoes this transformation during the season, we too can undergo our own personal metamorphosis. This energy encourages us to really take the time to reflect on our lives, to identify areas where we feel like we may want to grow, and then take the steps necessary for that personal growth to happen. The transformation energy of spring can assist us to really shed old habits and beliefs. And as we begin to release the past, then we open ourselves to blossom into a higher and better version of ourselves. Spring teaches us the cycles of life, that for every ending, there is a beginning, and that growth takes time and patience yields beauty. As the world reawakens, we are reminded of the beauty that is within ourselves, just waiting to unfold, waiting to be expressed in a whole new way, perhaps this season. It's a reminder to embrace change and to trust in the process of renewal. It's an invitation to understand that the energies of spring are of renewal and growth, and that they can inspire healing. It's an invitation that encourages us to release old wounds and to embrace possibility, and to perhaps step into forgiveness in a way that we never have before. It invites us to let go of what no longer serves us, whatever that is. After the darkness of winter, spring calls us to embrace our own spiritual awakening. And it invites us to reconnect with our inner light, that light of the divine, that spark of the divine that is within us. It's a sense and a season of optimism where possibilities feel endless. It's a season that invites fresh perspectives to paint our lives anew. So, how can we lean into the energies of spring and use them for our own transformation? How can we sow the seeds that will blossom later, mirroring the new beginnings that we're seeing all around us during the beginning of the spring season? In Science of Mind, if you think about it, you've heard this a zillion times, but in Science of Mind, we use the example of the seed, the soil, and the plant. Kind of befitting for this time of the year. And that the use of that seed, soil, and plant explains the creative process. So the process that we put into action through our thoughts. It all begins in the soil of our mind, where we plant the seeds of what we want to harvest, of what we want to experience in our lives. Therein lies the challenge, right? Therein lies the challenge, what we want to experience. We are always using this creative process, right? We are always using it, whether we are aware of the fact that we're using it or not. We use it consciously, we use it unconsciously. So the invitation is to do so consciously. So, how can we align with the creative process so well expressed all around us and consciously plant our new intentions? Now, on the spiritual side of life, the invitation is to take time for introspection, to really realize how important it is to take quality time with ourselves, to take quality time with our inner divinity, with our divine self. The invitation is to begin by disconnecting with the busyness of the day, to turn away from all of the activities that we think that we have to do and that we have to do right now, and to allow ourselves to get still, to allow ourselves to turn within, to really be committed to actually scheduling a time for us to take the time to turn within, for us to take the time to commune with our inner self, that spark of the divine, that God self within us. The invitation is to do the inner work, to observe those areas of the life where we have forgotten that we are divine. And as you're sitting there, you can probably think of some of those areas yourself where, sometimes it's easier to think of yourself as a divine presence in some aspects of your life, but not necessarily in all of them. So the invitation is to really do the inner work, to begin to observe what areas of our life do we forget that we are a divine being, and to observe the feelings that come up for us in those moments, and to recognize the behaviors that come out of those feelings when we are in the midst of the circumstances that we do not like. Right? Because you could think about it, when we're in them, a feeling comes up, and then we're encouraged by that feeling to do some kind of behavior. And the question is, am I reacting from love, or am I reacting from fear? Is the feeling that I'm feeling one of anger, or of worry, or of doubt, or of frustration? Or am I feeling indifferent? There's no right or wrong about how we're feeling. It's what we're feeling. And it's only what we tell ourselves about what we're feeling that makes it be an issue. So the invitation is to really just become aware of those feelings in the moment when we're feeling them, and then to be kind and gentle with ourselves about that, to not have a whole lot of judgment about what it is, just to recognize those feelings. The bottom line is that, things happen in the world. Things happen in the world of form that we don't necessarily experience as pleasant. When we're searching for an answer to those moments, when we're searching for a spiritual answer for those moments, for those experiences, it might be common for us to hear ourselves or someone else say to us, it's okay, it's all right, right? Things happen for a reason. Now, all of that is true. All of that is true. However, if we are saying or we're hearing that on the outside, but inside of us, we are screaming because we absolutely do not feel that way on the inside, then it's called spiritual bypass. And we're taking those feelings and lifting up the rug and sweeping them underneath as though they don't matter. But they do matter. And we should always honor our feelings, not get stuck in them, but to honor our feelings, and to really give them the space to be heard, even if just for a moment. And it is absolutely true that some people can hold both. Some people can hold both the feeling that they're having and their awareness that on the other side of that feeling, there is a spiritual truth like everything's okay. Everything is okay. And that they can know that. They can hold their feeling, and they can see beyond their perceptions to the truth that everything is okay. Other people, perhaps not so much. Other people might be living their lives from a context of fear or doubt or worry or limitation. And to have some spontaneous positive affirmation, even if it is the spiritual truth, might not be able to calm them, might not be able to really change their deeply held core beliefs. But the absolute truth of any situation, whether we're calling it pleasant or not pleasant, is that everything is God. There is no space where God is not. So even those experiences that we might be experiencing as unpleasant are not outside of the oneness of God. If God is everywhere at all times in its fullness and in its wholeness, then even those experiences have to be part of the whole, part of that oneness. Just because we're on a spiritual path and just because we're spending this year, rising higher and growing deeper, does not mean that nothing, challenging will ever happen in our world. It will. In all probability, it will. It does mean, however, that we have the opportunity to not be stuck, in those feelings, to honor them, listen to them, and to then not be stuck in them by recognizing that behind the clouds, the sun is still there, that behind our human perception of this is not pleasant, there is the presence of the divine in all of that. So the invitation is to allow the flow of life to move through us and as us, and to accept the perfect now moment, even as it is. Even as it is. And when we're able to do that, when we're really able to do that, then there will be less resistance within us. And when there's less resistance within us, then we will be able to act consciously rather than reacting to the situation. We will be able to act consciously and to be able to consciously sow our seeds of intention. An intention that could be very different than the experience we're having. But to know that behind that, there is spiritual truth. Now, on the practical side of life, there's a few ideas that spring brings up to really be able to assist us to embrace the energy of spring and to powerfully plant our intentions. Number one, as we begin to set our intentions, the first idea is to recognize that we are dealing with a blank slate. Right? This is the newness. This is the freshness that spring brings. So we have a blank slate, and the invitation is to use that blank slate to think outside of the box, to allow our imagination to go places that it perhaps has never gone before, to set aside some time to write down our intentions, to meditate upon them, and then to allow ourselves to feel the feeling tone of the person that already has that intention in place, the person that is already doing the thing that we are intending. But to do that really from a blank slate. The second idea is to declutter our space, right? One of the most widely recognized spiritual rituals that is associated with spring is spring cleaning. Spring cleaning. Now, this tradition goes beyond tidying up our physical space. It's an opportunity to cleanse our minds and our bodies and our souls. And by clearing away any physical clutter, then we really create a space for new energy to flow into our lives. We're creating a space for that energetically, not just physically. This act of decluttering can be seen as a metaphor for releasing old patterns, old beliefs, and old emotions that no longer serve us. The third idea is to reconnect with nature, to spending time outside can really allow us to feel more grounded and to be inspired, especially during this season. The invitation is to take walks or to garden, right? Or to simply sit underneath a tree to soak up all of the energy that is swirling around at this time of the year. As we engage with nature, then we nurture our souls. We nurture our souls and we rekindle our sense of unity, our sense of oneness with nature and the divine itself. Now, the fourth idea is to embrace creativity. Spring energy encourages creativity and self expression. The invitation is to try dancing or painting or writing or singing or any activity that really allows us to channel this vibrant energy. The fifth idea is to practice gratitude. You knew that one was coming. As the earth blooms around us, the invitation is to take time to reflect on what we are grateful for. Gratitude is generative and can assist us to align with the abundance of the season. Now, as the days grow longer and the temperatures begin to rise, the arrival of spring brings with it a sense of renewal and regeneration. The season's not only a time of physical transformation, but it also holds deep spiritual meaning for those seeking a deeper connection with themselves and with the world around us. Spring is a time of new beginnings and new possibilities. It's a perfect opportunity to plant our intentions for the months ahead. As the earth awakens from its winter slumber, we too can awaken to our desires and our aspirations and our new beginnings. Our spiritual practice of meditation, the other toolbox that you mentioned today, Sean, our spiritual practice of meditation can provide an opportunity to connect with the essence of the season and to embrace the energy of spring as we plant our seeds of intention. Today is a good day to start. And I mean that literally. So in this moment, we're going to do something that we don't often do on Sundays, and that is to get comfortable in your chair and to turn within. Close your eyes and really relax your body. Take several deep breaths, inhaling deeply through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. With each inhale, imagine breathing in fresh energy, and with each exhale, release any resistance or doubt. Begin by picturing yourself standing in the middle of a wooded area. For example, a lush green forest full of large trees. Lots of birds are chirping about, butterflies fluttering from plant to plant, tree to tree. Gentle sunlight is streaming through the branches onto your face. The soft green grass underneath your feet. A cool breeze gently touches you softly as it blows, making you feel cool and comfortable. Now take a moment to look down at your hands in your mind's eye. There appears to be something in one of them. Open it and notice that there are 3 seeds in your palm. They can be of any color, any texture that you choose. Each of them is different. All of them are beautiful. As you observe them, you are filled with a deep sense of great potential, excitement, and joy. These are the seeds of your intention. Close your fist again and walk forward on the grass through the forest. As you keep moving, you reach a clearing. There are no trees here, and the earth has no grass on it. It smells fresh and earthy. The mud has been turned over, and the soil is ready, just waiting for you to plant your seeds of intention. If your seeds are in your left hand, leave them there. If they're in your right hand, move them to your left hand. And walk to any spot that you like in the clearing. Bend down. And with your right hand, touch the soil. Take a moment and pick up some of it and smell it. You realize that this is the perfect place to plant your first seed. Gently make a hole using your fingers and your palm. Pick one seed of your choosing and take a look at it. It is the intention that you have for the good of the world. The intention that you have for the good of the world. What do you wish for the world? Peace, health, joy. It can contain all of this and more. Hold it in your hand and energize the seed with your deep love. Let the energy flow from your heart through your hand into the seed. With a big smile on your face, place the seed in the little hole in the ground and cover it gently with the soil. Tap the soil gently over top of it. This is your first seed planted. Next to you, you may notice some colorful little garden markers, little wooden sticks painted in different colors. Pick any one of them and plant it next to the seed so that you know the exact location that you planted it. Pick two more markers of your choice, any color you choose, and then get up and walk to a second location in the clearing. Now, you don't know if these seeds are going to grow into small plants or large trees, so make sure you leave plenty of space between the first and the second seed. Sit down again, dig a hole, pick the second seed, and look at it. This is the seed with which you plant your intentions, your love for all of the people in your life. Everyone you love, everyone you have ever met, humans, animals, all sentient beings who have ever crossed paths with you. Fill up the seed with a lot of love and gratitude. streaming positive energy from your heart through your hand into the seed. Think of all of the good things that you want for all of these wonderful beings. Stream all those good intentions into the seed and place it in the soil. Cover it up with soil and tap it. Take another colored marker and plant it next to the seed to mark its position. Now get up and start walking towards the third point away from the first two. As you walk further into this clearing, infuse the third and final seed with all of the intentions that you have for yourself. Who do you want to be? How do you want to feel? What do you want your life to look like? What intentions do you have for yourself? Then, as you infuse these intentions into the third seed, you arrive at the spot, the perfect spot to plant it. Sit down again. Dig a hole, and with love streaming from your heart into the seed, plant the seed in the soil. Cover it up and gently tap it. Take the third marker and mark the spot. In this moment, the invitation is to get up and walk to a spot from which you can view all three markers, all the three spots in which you've planted your seeds of intention. Feel grateful to this soil, to this earth, for the nourishment, the protection, the home that it's going to provide to your seeds. Your precious seeds. Know that you're going to come back to spend more time with the seeds, to nurture them, to attend to them as they sprout and grow and become what they are meant to be. With joy in your heart, a smile on your face, and a little skip in your step, start walking away from the clearing, through the forest, on the grass, and then gently, gently come back into your body. Come back to the present moment, to the room where you are sitting, and stay turned within as I speak a word of prayer. Truly recognizing in this moment the power and presence of the divine. In the soil, in the seeds, in the clearing, in the forest, in our intentions, in our bodies, the ones sitting here and the ones doing the meditation, in everything, all of it, there is no space where God is not. I recognize this presence as the presence of love, of peace, of joy, of creativity, of wisdom, of abundance, of freedom, and of joy. I know that I am one with it. And just as I know that this is my truth, I know that it is absolutely true for each and every person here in the sanctuary, each and every person at home, whether you're watching this now live or you watch it later at some other point, each and every sentient being on the planet, we are all divine emanations of God, ambassadors of its presence on the planet, here to bring forward in our own unique and magnificent way all of those God qualities in ways that no one else can do, because no one is like us. We are one, and yet we are individualized expressions here to bring forward our own intentions in really wonderful and magnificent ways, in ways that uplift, in ways that raise everyone, not only ourselves or the people that we know, the people in our lives, in our communities, but everyone on the planet. And so what I know in this moment is that all of these seeds were placed into the soil. All of these intentions are placed in the soil of the law, which clothes our words, our intentions in form, even as they are planted, even as they are spoken, that they are created in form. Based on what we placed in that soil. If we plant a tomato seed comes out. If a tomato comes out, if we plant corn, corn comes out. So whatever it is that we plant, when we keep our attention focused on that thing, recognizing that while it might not be our reality in this moment, that it is on its way. That this is the way that the law works. And I claim and know for us ease and grace around sitting with that, around being patient like the energies of spring, knowing that something beautiful is coming out of it all. Something new, something exciting, something filled with endless possibilities has been planted today in this meditation. Released into the law, infused with the energy of someone who already has the thing, and left to grow, left to become, left to unfold. We don't need to dig it up and check it out. It's on its way. And I'm so grateful to know this truth, so grateful to speak these words, so grateful for the power of prayer, knowing that these words are loosed into that law. And so I invite each of us to anchor this prayer for ourselves, for each other, for our community, and for the world, simply by saying, and so it is. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Thank you all. You can open your eyes. So it is now time for our conscious giving. This is the time every week when we offer this community our financial offering, knowing that it assists this community to continue to be a beacon of light and warmth and love in the Greater Triangle area. Today I affirm that this offering lifts this spiritual community, prospers the one giving, and adds to the energy of sufficiency on the planet. There are 3 ways that you can give, and they're on your screen here. They're on your screens at home. Visit our website at trianglecsl.org, or you can text the word give to 919-629-9148, or you can send a check to P.O. Box 4062, Cary, North Carolina, 27519. And now take your gift and hold it against your heart with an affirmation for yourself or someone in your life, or perhaps for our community. And we'll do our offering affirmation in a call and response. I live in an abundant universe that blesses and prospers my life. I give with gratitude, knowing that God is my source. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you all so very much for your generosity. And now let's please be very generous as we welcome Miles and Letha back to the stage.
Ooh, as we come back from that meditation, that was awesome, Dusty. We're going to liven things up a little bit. It's a little hot, Heather. Heather? Yeah. So I'm a big Aesop Fable fan. And one of my favorite stories to read to my daughter was called The Wind and the Sun. And so this is the story of the wind and the sun. There is an old tale about the wind and the sun, where the wind wants to prove he's the stronger one. So he finds a lone traveler on a dirt road and says, watch, I'll make this guy take off his coat. Wind starts to blow and the coat starts to flap. The man fastens his buttons, arms tightly wrapped. The wind becomes fierce, it screams and it pounds, but the traveler just stops and holds close to the ground. The great winds of life, they come and they go, but the sun's always there to cast a warm glow. As we meet fellow travelers on the road that we're on, will we greet them with wind or greet them with sun? Well, the wind finally tires and turns to the sun. He said, here you try, he's a really tough one. Sun starts to shine, rays gently fall down. The traveler stands up and his coat hits the ground. Well, that made the wind angry, but the sun, he just smiled. I did what I do every day of my life. No matter the course, if you'll only use still, you don't have to use force when you've choice and free will. The great winds of life, they come and they go, but the sun's always there to cast a warm glow. As we meet fellow travelers on the road that we're on, will we greet them with wind or greet them with sun? There are so many lessons in these kinds of tales, like the wind could have won with a boat and a sail, but it's hard to think straight when you're trying to prove you're something you're not, 'cause you can't fake the truth. And as you travel through life, you just have to know when to wrap yourself tight and when to let go. Don't ever let the chance slip through your hands to bask in the warmth of a stranger or a friend. The great winds of life, they come and they go, but the sun's always there to cast a warm glow as we meet fellow travelers along the road that we're on. Will we greet them with wind or greet them with sun? The great winds of life, they come and they go, but the sun's always there to cast a warm glow as we meet fellow travelers along the road that we're on. Will we greet them with wind or greet them with sun?
Wow, that was so awesome. Thank you so much. And now, if anyone would like prayer, please go to our website at trianglecsl.org. At the bottom of the page, click prayer request, then click the button and fill in the request form. And we will get that prayer and send it out to all of the ministers and the practitioners. And you can expect an awesome result. Now, also, if anyone would like to dedicate a flower dedication to anyone for anything, please contact Heather Abbott at info@trianglecsl.org or Reverend Dusty at dustyrippelmeyer@yahoo.com. And now, in the comfort of your home or here, please stand for our March affirmation. This is a call and response. Repeat it with meaning. Even though I live in a world full of noise and distractions, I choose to get quiet and listen for my own inner wisdom. Bless you.
Even though I live in a world full of noise and distractions, I choose to get quiet and listen for my inner wisdom.
By doing so, I am reminded of and embody my oneness with life.
By doing so, I am reminded of and embody my oneness with life.
Even though I live in a world of constantly changing ideas, I choose to remember that change is a natural part of life.
Even though I live in a world of constantly changing tides, I choose to remember that change is a natural part of life.
Or tides. By doing so, I'm able to navigate the tides and stay true to and aligned with my divinity.
By doing so, I am able to navigate the tides and stay true to and align with my divinity.
Today, I surrender to the presence of God within me as me.
Today, I surrender to the presence of God within me as me.
By doing so, I experience comfort in the discomfort, peace in the chaos, stillness in the noise, and sway in the flow of life.
By doing so, I experience comfort in the discomfort, peace in the chaos, stillness in the noise, and sway in the flow of life.
And so it is.
And so it is.
And now, if you would please turn within, I will do a benediction. And you can sit if you want. And once again, in deep gratitude, I recognize that there is one infinite mind. That mind is my mind. That mind is guiding me. It's directing me as it's guiding you and directing you. And I know that our meditation today was something that brings forth our true desires, our true knowledge of the infinite, and that all of these desires that have been planted grow into beautiful fruition. And I release this word into the law of love with gratitude. And so it is.
Thank you, everyone, for your presence here today, whether you're at home or you're here. Thank you to all the volunteers, to the practitioners, to the musicians, Miles and Letha. And have a really magnificent week. We will see you next Sunday, hopefully. And I love you all.